Hello, everyone. It's Chino J in the house. I wanted to make this particular video because I wanted to play around and test out all the different guns that I have come across and encountered in Arc Raiders. I want to just, test them out and give my opinions. Just a heads up, my opinions is no expert opinion in any way, shape, or form. It's just my own honest opinion. Um, you know, Apologies ahead of time if anyone takes anything I say to heart. I'm just giving you my honest opinion and how I feel about the different guns. That's all I'm doing. Just trying to have some fun and you know test out what I feel the pros and cons of each gun would be from my own point of view, from my opinion. So hope you enjoyed the video. All right, so first up, first gun that I'm gonna talk about here is the Stitcher. Now, Stitcher, from what I understand, it's an SMG with a slow fire rate. What do I think about it? I mean, it's a pretty reliable tool, man. Like when I first started playing Arc Raiders and I was using the gun, man, I could reliably go into a fight with an arc, especially a weaker one, and I can just destroy it pretty easily. No issues with the gun at all. Um, you know, the only downside really is because it uses light ammo, and with testing on different arc, it really struggles against any sort of armor, like even light armor. It just has a hard time just chipping through that. So you need something with a lot more stopping power, higher caliber in order to get through that light armor. Oh, what is this? We just started the game. Saw a Raider flare there. Let's go help him out. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, there he is. Let's just do the friendly FTF thing. The only decent FTF thing to do. How about another Raider? And we are on our way. It does really help out if you kit out a Stitcher. From what I've learned, I mean, you get those things from the free loadout. But man, I added a few things, some greens or blues on it, and this thing, performs lovely. One thing I noticed that it struggles to hit anything. It starts to struggle to hit anything, as you counter something by medium range. But when they come closer, I mean, as as I'm observing here my play, uh, the shots are landing for the most part. But then again, my accuracy as a player isn't the greatest. You know, that's one thing that I still got to work on is my accuracy. But I'm trying. All right, here's another one, another wasp. The wasps are like easy game for the Stitcher, no problem. Let's run on that. Bam! Look at that. Just spam your bullets at it dead. Yeah, you get that little thing to level 4, easy, fast reload. You're good to go. Swap out your mag and just go ahead and shred another arc apart. Now, the kettle. See the kettle. I like this gun in particular, man. If I had a choice between the Stitcher and the kettle, I would pick the kettle over the Stitcher. Not because I hate the Stitcher, it's just I feel the kettle performs a lot better, in my opinion. I mean, it's a pretty small assault rifle from the description. I added an extended barrel 3 to this one that I have on me, and man, bullets travel super fast. Look at that. The accuracy is there, man, and it does a little more damage than the Stitcher per shot. See, I'm struggling because there's a light armor weapon. I'm still struggling to get through the armor there. I believe that's a Firefly. I'm trying to shoot above its armor. There you go. I knocked off some armor now. Expose the engine. There it goes. If I wanted to take some accurate shots, that's the lovely thing about it, man. It's just semi-auto. Just time my shots, make sure they land. But it can shred in close range, or if you can get a beat on the target, you can shred something like this, like that, like that. Bang, 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 bang. Yeah. It can shred with the best of them up close. I think I do an encounter here with I think more than, I think was it 2 or 3? Yeah, I think with 2. I take on a Hornet now. I gotta try to get around its armor. Well, first I'll take out the weaker one. One thing about the kettle, I have no real complaints about the gun. The only downside of the gun that I believe, especially at level 1, is that reload time. That if you see the animation, oh shoot, I got shocked. That animation, when you see your Raider reload, man, it looks like he's taking a super long time, struggling just to, put in a new canister. Because I feel that's like some crazy modified nail gun or something, the way it sounds when you're shooting. Anyways, that's all the testing on these 2 guns, man. They're pretty dope, I have no real issue with them other than the cons that I mentioned. Let's get out of here. All right, so up next, Berletta. Berletta is a favorite of mine, specifically when I'm taking it in duos or I'm going in a trio. I like to bring the Berletta, not only to take out the lighter arc if we get swarmed. Also, it's, I believe, the current meta right now for PvP, or at least the one on the cheaper side. It's an excellent gun to use on PvP. You can just rip through a Raider if they're gonna PvP you really quickly. But I mean, you'll see in a minute here, in a second, how it struggles on, like against an armor arc like this, the Firefly. Still light ammo, right? Yeah. That Firefly is just eating up all my bullets. I can't really penetrate that armor that well. It takes a lot more ammo from this gun. Despite it has an impressive rate of fire. I'm just clicking my butt off here. I'm getting burned. Yeah, I think I knocked off the armor now. After 2 megs, it's dead now. Yeah, it really hurt me, but yeah, I still love this Berletta, man. Berletta's nice. Again, the only drawback that I feel, in my opinion, is it's underpowered. It's about as equal as the kettle in terms of how many shots it would take to down a Raider in some arcs, but it still suffers from the fact that it uses light ammo, so the armor penetration is not that great. Next up, the Bobcat. Normally, I don't even take this gun into a PvE situation, right? I'm gonna let the Bobcat speak for itself in a second here. I'm not gonna say nothing. Watch. Absolute beast. That rate of fire is just crazy. That's why I know a lot of these hardcore PvPers, they love this gun, man. Staple for PvP. That thing fires like a hailstorm of bullets. It's withering. I mean, just overwhelm your target with so much fire. The thing is, the Bobcat, what I noticed by using it is just, it does a little less damage than, say, the Berletta and the kettle, even the Stitcher. But I know they've changed the Stitcher around and they've nerfed it a bit. The Stitcher used to be a bit OP and actually good, right? But I think they did the balance changes in order to to make the Stitcher more on par with the lower tier weapons. But yeah, the Bobcat just rips, man. With that rate of fire, it's a crazy SMG, man. I really do like it, but I don't use it that much. I don't really PvP too much myself, right? So yeah, baby. Go home, and then we'll go to my next gun. One of my one of the loves, close to my heart. People might think I'm crazy. Yo, the hairpin, man. I tell my friends, man, don't underestimate this gun. I've heard people say, it's crap, it's dog poop. It's not a good gun. It's weak or nah, man. You gotta test it, man. I've tested this gun on many raids. You'll see in a minute. If no one has really used this gun, I use it almost exclusively. Like if I'm gonna do looting runs, and I just bring maybe 100 rounds and just a gun, and that's about it, and a few heals. That's it. Take C. I missed a couple shots and I hit the front armor, but normally on an exposed thruster, man, the hairpin just requires 2 shots on an exposed thruster on a small flying arc, and that's it. Where it takes maybe 2 or 3 bullets from light ammo weapons on, say, a popper, or even on a fireball, when its shields are down. The hairpin only takes 1 shot to blow them up. Popper and a fireball with the shield down. See that? Like, I mean, it hits harder than I think most people realize, man. I think if you hit, I think in that demonstration there, like when I just downed this wasp here, I think it took about 5 to 6 light ammo shots from the hairpin, and it killed the arc. I didn't even have to go for its weak points. Didn't have to go for its structure at all. I got bored, so I grabbed some snitch cannons and brought the party to me. So yeah, so I'm trying to aim for the thrusters to take them out quickly, but they flew away, flying all erratic. Yeah, but no, I like this weapon, man. You can see there too, man, on the ammo counter. I didn't bring that much light ammo, man. Normally, if you're bringing another gun, I'm usually bringing like 200, maybe 250 rounds. 300 just to be safe, especially if I'm going to be killing a lot of light arc. Yeah, but the hairpin, I feel you don't even need that, man. You can kill most of these wasps quickly. They'll give you some ammo back. Yeah, actually, you'll gain more ammo back than you waste on these arc. Like if you expend 4 bullets just to bring down a wasp, they'll give you what, like 10 or 12 rounds back. So you're actually gaining. You're gaining like 6 rounds back every time you kill a wasp. Yeah, man. I have no real complaints about the hairpin at all. The only thing is it's tricky. It's tricky to use. I've used it in a PvP situation. I've had less success against raiders due to the fact that most raiders, when they do PvP, they bring, high rate of fire weapons or more powerful weapons, and they just I get overwhelmed. So for me, if I were to survive with a hairpin in PvP, it's mobility, movement, constant movement. But then again, like I mentioned, I don't really like to PvP that much. Maybe once in a while, but I like to help out other raiders and do a lot of PvE stuff. That's why I got the game in the first place. There you go. That guy was weak, so it wasn't too hard to take him out. Collect all the ammo back. I think I ended up with more than I brought in, I think. Nah, not quite sure. And she's always nice to meet friendly raiders, man. I could turn my back. No worries that I'm gonna be shot. Just be friendly. Oh, what's this? Well, look at that. How nice. How nice is this raider, man? See, pays to be friendly sometimes, see? Get free blueprints, free guns, free explosives sometimes. Hey, I give stuff back to some raiders though. You know? I honestly believe it pays. It pays to be friendly sometimes. Alright, let's head back, man. I think I've shown enough of the hairpin. I'm getting a little too greedy here, showcasing it too much. Alright, let's move on. So we're done with all the light ammo weapons, as far as I know. We are now moving on. If I remember correctly, yeah, we're moving on to the medium ammo weapons. Starting out with two rifles that you know, that I love to use every once in a while. Rattler. Rattler is, what's the best word to use? It's a workhorse. That's what it is. It basically can do everything due to the fact that it can shoot medium ammo, so it affords it better armor penetration. So you have an easier time against hornets. That light armor will not stand long from a barrage of bullets from this thing. The Rattler is a solid weapon, man. It's got a decent rate of fire. Doesn't fire that fast. It has a lot of dispersion, so you know I find that I have to control my shots more and try not to you know, empty the mag so quickly. Up close, no problem. But I use this gun and I play with this gun the way it's the way it's intended, right? Ninja flip time. All right. I play with the Rattler how it's intended, which is, you know, shoot from cover and reload, and then resume my attack. The only real downside, and everyone knows this, of the Rattler is the that reload, because of the integrated mag, a mag that you can't remove from the gun. It's just built into the gun. That's one downside, because you have to manually reload the bullets two at a time. But I mean, if we're talking about, you know, a fully upgraded Rattler, 24 rounds, that's 12 times he has to do that animation where he's sticking rounds into the breech, it looks like, right, to fill that mag up again. It's really an inefficient way, but I think that really balances the weapon out, because the weapon itself, man, it is strong. It's not really a weak gun. It's a pretty decent gun. I've taken out a Rocketeer. I've taken out a Leaper with this gun. I've taken out Bastions and Bombardiers, you know, with a little patience. I mean, with a lot of ammo. Another thing I could say about the Rattler is that what is it that I don't really like about it? Man, I just kind of slipped my mind. Well, I forgot. Maybe I'll remember. But anyways, the Arpeggio. This is a nice weapon, man. Despite the fact that it's a burst fire weapon, it's a solid and accurate weapon, man. That burst fire, you can I use that to aim at any weak points. You're laying down a lot of DPS just off one burst. I've done the same thing. I've killed Big Arc with the Arpeggio. You know, with enough ammo and the patience, you can do it. It's a solid weapon, man. I have no issues with it. Just you put some kits on it, and it's all good. Oh, I just remember what I wanted to say about the Rattler. One thing about the Rattler is that in order to get the most out of it, you gotta upgrade it to level 4. Like it's almost unnecessary with that gun. You want to get the 24 round mag in there. So Arpeggio, you want it level 4 as well to you know, to get the most out of it and a better fire rate. But both solid weapons. I love them, man. They're both good weapons. Next on, the Venator, and then the Canto.
Firefly, down there.
Now I know that the Venator, well, everyone knows the Venator has seen like, was it 2 different nerfs if I'm correct? It's been. Some people think it's been nerfed to oblivion. I mean, yeah, the nerfs have been pretty bad. The gun was, I believe, the meta at one point for PvP. It had an insane fire rate and damage. Everything was just crazy about that gun. But you know, it's not as popular. Almost not even really used in PvP, from what I can see. And from the encounters I've had when I do PvP people, where they try me. Yeah, but the Venator still packs a crazy punch though, man, because it's one of the 2 hand cannons in the game, the other being the anvil. This thing, man, it packs a solid punch. You can see it destabilize. You can see it destabilize, you know, any light arc while they're in flight. When you hit them with that. So you see that? Boom. That thing did like a full flip in the air when I hit him with that. Yeah. It throws off their aim too when you're shooting at them, man. The only real drawback, well, 2 of them maybe I would say, of this gun is that recoil. That climb is it kicks hard, man. So, and if you can control it well, man, you'll hit your shots, man. This thing will just destroy stuff in PvE, like I'm doing now. Like, the other thing is it's as loud as hell. There's no way to silence the gun. So, see, I almost get killed here. I don't even know how many arc approached me just because they attacked 1, and I made all that noise. You have like 6, 7 arc that approached me, and they didn't stop coming. See, I couldn't even catch a break here until I clear them all out. I think that was one lurking around right there. There you go. I got bad aim there. There we go. I still like the Venator, man. I'll take it in, man. If I'm doing PvE and I want to hunt big arc, I'll use it as my main, and then I'll put like a, you know, an anti-arc weapon maybe on my secondary. Yeah, I still use a Venator, man. It's a really neat weapon. I like it, man. I just love the way it feels, it sounds, man. Next up, the Canto. Canto is a more recent addition. I think all of us players got this on the Flashpoint update. And this thing, oh, it shreds. It's a beast, just like the Bobcat. It's not as good as the Bobcat in terms of rate of fire, but the higher caliber affords it better armor penetration, right? Look at that. Brah, brah. Just crazy. I don't know. I think I like to I like to shoot it off like crazy, just because it sounds the way it sounds and it feels. Look at that, just ripping through it. Brah. The guy's dead. It looks to me, the Canto looks like an absurdly large, oversized machine pistol. Basically, what it looks like. It's not even a big gun. The only reason it looks bigger in my hands now is because I have attachments on it, right? So, right here, brah. Yeah, man. But that's one of the issues that I have with it is that kick, because this gun is so light, one-handed essentially when you're running with it. That kick, it makes it hard to aim. Anything past short range, I feel, is much harder to aim and keep it steady. Keep the gun steady on the target. I think I'm gonna try to shoot one here. I believe. Yeah, right here. That's about what, between short and medium range. I think. Like, what is that? A Firefly? I'm not sure. Or a Hornet. I do get some shots. I think I'm crouching. See, look at that climb. That climb is crazy. Yeah, you see? Yeah, and this thing chews through the ammo pretty quickly too. Yeah, that's dead. I don't have the extended mag 3 blueprint yet, but even with that, man, your ammo will just disappear. Look at how much ammo I have left. But yeah, man, Venator is a nice gun, man. Kanto is fun to use, man. To each his own. Going home, back out again. We're gonna test out Tempest and Torrente. There we go. First meal of the day. A wasp. This wasp is like too easy for this gun. Look at that. That, my friends, is you get what you pay for. Solid stability. A decent rate of fire, man. Accurate too. I mean, you can sustain the automatic fire on the Tempest, man. In, you know, me being on PC, you know, I can hold it on the target a lot easier than other guns. It's way easier to control. I mean, especially if I have kits on it there. That's why the blueprint for the Tempest is so coveted. And if you're rocking one, you know, there's some people who might want to try you and take it from you. I don't actually use a Tempest a lot. I choose other guns, but just for the sake of this, you know, video, I wanted to test it out. I might use it more often actually after testing it like this. So that's about within medium range, I think. Yeah, I see. I can hold most of the shots on that Rocketeer. In hindsight, I don't know even why I decided to shoot at the Rocketeer to make a demonstration. I don't think that's it was a smart idea. And now it's after me. Oh boy, look at that. See, that's what I get. Should have tested it on something smaller, man. Should have just found another wasp or a hornet or something. Look at this. See, he's trying to kill me. Ooh, you see? Yeah, that's not good, man. That's gonna smart. Oh yeah, he's not done with me yet. Ooh. I was one rocket away from the tombstone there. The Torrente. The old Torrente. Man. This gun, man. An abomination of a weapon. I think it's being designed specifically just to delete anything that is in your line of sight. Yeah. Man, like this gun, man, it should be the poster child for like spray and pray. Look at that. It's crazy. This will erase anything in front of it. Player arc, not all arc. Smaller ones for sure, yeah. Other medium-sized arc, yep. Goodbye, Wasp. No, can't. Can it? Good damage? Check. Good rate of fire? Check. I think the most relevant, you know, positive thing I can say about it, I think, would be the psychological impact that this gun has. Just even hearing it, like if you're in PvP, let's say on Stellar or something, and you just hear that thing go off, you know, some people just say, oh shoot, oh man, someone's got a Torrente. What's a Torrente rat? You hear a couple rare flares go off when you hear this thing just shoot off, like that thing right there. You can't tell me that doesn't make you think twice. I know it makes me think twice, for sure. I don't use the Torrente that much. It just makes you so noticed, for sure. It's so distinct, that sound. But yeah, man, those two guns, they're nice still. I think I'm gonna start to use the Tempest more. So moving on, I got the Renegade and the Osprey. The Renegade, oh, masterpiece. A symphony. Poetry in motion, man. I don't know what other good things I can say about this weapon. Bang. I think the gun itself is a practice killer, man. I mean, it can do it all at all ranges, short, medium, and long range. But it's this thing, it really shines at preventing things from coming to you. Both players and arc. Yeah, see, look at that, bang, bang, and boom, dead. And this one hits hard. I've tested this in the testing range, man, and it hits, it hits really, really hard. It'll usually kill things before they can even close the gap. So it's a very accurate gun too. Solid one. Crash. Get the other thruster. Toast. That's it. Done. Adios. The only the only the only you know the only con I would say about the Renegade is it's sort of like the Rattler, where you have, if you expand your mag, especially if it's a big mag, you're gonna be spending a crap load of time reloading that thing by hand, just bullet after bullet. You're reloading an internal clip in that gun essentially. Now, you guys ready for Arc Raiders Most Embarrassing Videos, Volume 1? Here it is, Osprey time. I'm not the best with accuracy. I kind of fudged up a little bit there when I shot at that Hornet. I'm supposed to kill things with this gun before it even approaches me, right? That's the whole thing, right? Supposed to get those shots, critical hits, knock off some engines and make it fall at a distance where it's a lot more safer if you're using this gun. I'm taking out Firefly. Looks like I hit something important. Shoot it again. Damn that boy. Damn that boy knows how to close the gap real quick. See, now I'm screwed. I'm gonna be cooked, literally. Look at that. I'm getting burned. And yeah. Let's go. Run away. Run away. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, I got burned again. Hey, are we still recording here? Embarrassing Moments, Volume 1 in Arc Raider? Yep. I'm gonna embarrass myself a little more here. I mean, if you're gonna get your shots in, it's an effective weapon. Oh, look at there. There you go. Got hit. Damn, see, I'm letting them kill me. Not a good moment for me right now. Yo. Alright, let's just see if I can redeem myself, right? There's that Hornet. Alright. Alright, try to hip fire. Failed spectacularly, man. Abysmal failure. There we go. Finally. After how many tries? Alright. See a Firefly? I'm like, nah, I'm out. Screw that. I'm out. I'm done. Let's get out of here. What's this? What is that? A horn? Well, no, that's a wasp. Oh, I hit it. Am I getting better? Oh, another hit. It's gonna die. That's what I was supposed to do on the other side of this map. See, if I would have done that, I would have no problem with that gun. But I felt I had enough, you know. Osprey, uh, can it kick? Yes. Is it accurate? Very. But then again, the accuracy is user dependent. I'm not really that kind of a user. Oh man. All right, so I'm moving along. I got the Pharaoh and the anvil. On the Pharaoh, I put on an extended barrel, right? Because I want that increased bullet velocity, right? Man, the Pharaoh. Pharaoh is an accurate weapon, and it kicks like a mule. Boom. If you can land your shots, man, it's a solid weapon, man. I make sure to reposition and try to get some distance, and then I go after another one there. I see a Rocketeer over there, so I got to be careful. Boom, solid hit. Where'd it go? Oh, 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 oh yeah, yeah. He didn't like that. Here he comes, here she comes. Damn, spectacular, spectacular miss. There we go. Down. Now I know that both the Pharaoh and the Anvil, they share the same kind of damage when they use the heavy ammo in their barrels. So they both kick just as hard. The only difference, I'm not using the anvil now. The only difference I notice is that the anvil is slightly less accurate, especially when it comes to ranges. But that rate of fire just makes it a lot more deadly, especially if you can just rapid fire that thing. But it's got the kick though, because you're just going bang, 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 and that climb is just crazy. That recoil. Oh, I think I might be in trouble. I hear something ominous. What's going on, man? Should check it out.
Oh my god! No! No, we're all gonna die! No!
All right. Decided to go in the building and take a couple shots at the ever watchful and ever present Space Lord in the heavens. You know, when I compare the Pharaoh to the Anvil, when I first started using them, I was like, you know, I used the Pharaoh on like the big arc, like a Rocketeer, and I felt like, you know, I don't think I'm doing enough damage or whatever, right? Those were my thoughts when I was using the Pharaoh, but I just wasn't being patient enough, right? Because as soon as I started using the Anvil, this is of course when, you know, started closer to when I was starting to play this game. When I was using the Anvil, because I can lay in more shots in a shorter amount of time, it you know, it would give me the impression that I'm just doing a way more damage, and that's only because the DPS is better, right? So more shots are going in. I'm not having to reload like every 10 seconds or whatever. Or whatever. Might be wrong with that timing, but yeah. Pharaoh takes way longer every load because it's a single shot, single loader. Oh, I think he killed him. Rocketeer's dead. One thing though, these small arc, bang, get right through that armor right away. And if you miss a shot, you can always follow up with another one, and still get these fireballs and the poppers. With the Pharaoh, it's a little more tricky if you miss a shot because of that reload time. But yeah, man, both these guns, man, they're strong as hell, man. They kick with ferocity. But I think I had enough, so head out. Move on to the next weapon, which is the patina. Now, I think a lot of us, when we first started playing with the patina, this is before the buffs, we were kind of disappointed with this performance. The amount of damage that it would output. Would be absolutely disappointing due to the fact that you'd have to bring a lot of heavy ammo, which is not cheap, with you in your backpack to even make it effective, right? But I mean, in the end, a lot of raiders didn't feel, it was cost effective to use a patina. This was before the buffs. It wasn't cost effective to use a patina versus the reward, because you would be chewing through the ammo so quickly, and you would need a lot more, and it did less damage despite using heavy ammo than the Pharaoh or the Anvil per shot. But I'm glad they made the buffs now. Now the gun, I believe it shoots faster, it hits harder too. So I see a lot of people using the patina now, and it's a good thing to see. It's a good thing that Embark decided to give this gun some much needed love, man. I see. I can just take this with full confidence and just take on big arc like this. Just spray it at them, because I know it's going to do really good damage. Yeah, and the small arc, no problem. This thing will chew them up. Boom, dead. There it is. Yeah, baby. Let's get rid of this bombardier, man. Ooh, it's almost dead. Bang. Dinner served. Yeah, man. I really like what they did to patina, man. I found myself using it back to back to back on many different raids. I would actually bring the patina in with a heavy anti-arc weapon, Normally that's something that I wouldn't do, but the patina just performs so well. And also the fact that they improved the stacking, where you can stack together 60 heavy ammo rounds instead of 40 like before, makes it a more efficient use of space, which is great. And that also helps compensate for the fact that patina goes through the ammo pretty quickly. Yeah, and big flying arc, no problem for this gun. You got a Rocketeer and a Vaporizer. Some friendly raiders working together. When I fight Vaporizers, I try to aim for those nacelles. I don't know, people play differently, man. People go straight for the body, the main fuselage, whatever you want to call it. I try to go for the nacelles. Because I noticed that the Vaporizer, it overcorrects itself because it flies around so fast. So when it loses a nacelle, so basically 2 thrusters per nacelle, 8 thrusters in total, right? So when it loses 1 nacelle, the way it flies around is so fast, and generally it gets more erratic. And because it flies so fast and it tries to overcorrect itself, and it usually flips on its own. I've killed a Vaporizer here right in this spot by blasting off one of its nacelles, and then this thing went to its port side, and it completely flipped, and it crashed into the rocky hillside there and just killed it and just exploded, which is kind of funny. I didn't even have to use that much heavy ammo. Bam, 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 just rip through this. Yeah, but Tina's a gun that I definitely be using a lot more now, since they gave it the love that it needed. So yeah, there we go.
Nice.
Nice, nice. It's always nice to see Raiders working together.
Here's done as well, right? I think so.
Appreciate it.
I just want the either the alloy or the simple compartment. Yeah.
All right, this last segment here was kind of like a bonus. I was thinking of maybe not doing it, but I'm thinking, I don't think the whole weapon testing thing, what I was trying to do, would be completed if I didn't talk about the legendary weapons, right? So the first one up is the Aphelion. The Aphelion, it's a very accurate energy weapon. I mean, it pulses its fire, it pulses its beams. It's really nice. The only thing I really don't like about it is the fact that though it only gives you 10 shots per energy clip, right? And you burn through those clips like incredibly fast. And for the kind of damage that it does, being a legendary weapon, I find it's a little disappointing. However, what I do, the way I treat the Aphelion is I use it as like what can you call it? Like I use it as a precision instrument, right? Basically like a scalpel, right? A surgical tool. That's the word I was looking for. I use it as a surgical tool and just pick apart my enemies with it. Because there's from what I see, the beam doesn't have any drop off. You can just hit it. You can hit like a bombardier or any weak point on any other arc directly. I mean, I go after the queen or the matriarch, and I'm hitting off those armor pieces like fairly easily. Yeah, because the gun itself, I mean, it does do really good damage, right? I just wish there was more shots in the clip. But other than that, you know, that's my only real complaint about the gun. Just 10 shots in one clip. You burn through it real quick. But you know, I killed different arcs with it. I mean, I killed Rocketeers very easily with the gun. Bombardiers and Bastions before, no problem, man. I mean, I don't even have to aim for the legs, but I prefer to do it to, you know, to cripple the robot. Anyways, the next one up that I wanted to check out, which I normally don't even use this gun at all. It's not because I hate it. It just not my weapon of choice when it comes to legendaries, right? The Equalizer. The Equalizer is just basically a consistent beam. It's just a beam weapon. See, this is the problem because there's no one who's got that bombardier's attention, right? The gun is essentially beneficial if you can keep that beam on the target at all times and burn through an entire clip that way. Then you've got the most out of that one clip. See, like this, yeah, keep it on that. See, that's a more efficient use of this gun, but if I'm being attacked like this and I have to move, I'm not really doing much. I gotta consistently keep it on him. I gotta dodge. I mean, it's not a bad weapon, man. It's an excellent weapon for killing those heavier arc fairly easy. Yeah, man. Yeah, so if I can apply that beam for longer on the target, it's worth the while. But if I have to constantly dodge and stuff, it's not worth it. That bombardier is constantly on me. Yeah, people, I think they're just busy attacking that bastion.
Hello? Hey, hello!
Ah, there's a bastion right there. Oh, oh. I think someone deadlined that bombardier. I went to a yeah, there we go. There we go. Now I can burn through a mag. There we go. That's what I'm talking about right there. This is not the greatest and most effective demonstration of this weapon. I mean, it's better used on a target that's distracted, so you can just sit there shooting at it. Now this gun here, now the Jupiter, which I'm showcasing right now, this is my favorite legendary weapon. Boom. You can do like some nice, you know, hit and run tactics with this thing. You can just shoot, reposition, shoot again, hit, and reposition, like on the big arc. Yeah, because the damage from the Jupiter is just tremendous. It's insanely powerful, this gun. Despite the fact that, you know, it uses energy ammo. If I'm reading the description and I'm like, hold on a second. It's talking about how it fires projectiles at an incredible velocity. So the description makes me think, wait a second, this Jupiter is not like some sort of, you know, particle weapon or something, right? This thing is basically a railgun, a mass driver. So basically, you just propelling a slug, and I guess the energy clips are needed to power to power each shot that it sends, right? And you can tell that it's like a projectile because every time you that I shoot the gun, I see the animation. You know, your raider is like literally cocking the gun, emptying the breech, and putting another round in there. See? Boop, dang. Puts another round in there. And yeah, I love this weapon, man. Jupiter's my favorite. Out of all the legendaries, it's my favorite. I think I don't get the last hit on this thing. I think it's gonna die right here. I think someone's gonna kill it. Oh, I got one more hit on it. I think whoa, that was close. Boom, there it goes. Dead. I love taking the Jupiter to a close scrutiny map condition because with all the vaporizers that are there, I mean, I can kill vaporizers and I can just keep on going with the Jupiter and not worry about running out of any ammo at all. As long as I can kill the vaporizers, I'm getting 5 clips every time, 5 energy clips every single time. And I think 5 energy clips for the Jupiter equals what, 25 shots? Yep. 5 shots per energy clip. Yeah, I think my math is right. Yep. So, like, if I were to bring this guy down, I'll get 25 shots back. So I'm usually going in close scrutiny with, like, say, I don't know, 10 clips. That's like 100 shots, I believe. No, my math was off. Hold on. Let me recalculate this. Man, I'm getting killed. A stack of clips. So I get this guy. My math right? No, 25. 5 clips, 5 shots. So 5 times 5. Yeah, 25. I was right. My bad. I don't know. I was tripping there. So sorry. 10 clips is 50 shots. My bad. So yeah, I'm bringing sometimes 50 or 75. So 3 energy, like 3 stacks of energy clips. That's 75 shots. And I'll leave with like more. I'll leave with like maybe, you know, 5 or 6 stacks, maybe 10 stacks, because you're killing that many vaporizers. thing's smoking already. We got the right weapons to kill this thing very easily. That thing is gonna go down right now. Boom. Yeah.
Let's go.
I'm nothing really bad to say about the Jupiter. It hits incredibly hard. I mean, if you want to call a drawback of the weapon, it's got to recock it every time you shoot. You got to load another round, sort of like how the hairpin works, right? But it does it much slower. So it's not a weapon that has a high DPS really. Per shot, the damage is tremendous, right? Now the Delabra, I have not used this, I think, since I last reset. I recently found the Delabra blueprint again in the close scrutiny. And I haven't seen many other Razors use it either, especially when we're going into close scrutiny or a Queen or Matriarch event. Mostly they're bringing Equalizers, Hull Crackers, or even Jupiters. Those are the go-to weapons that I noticed. Yeah, I just don't see this gun used much. I don't think it's popular really. That's what I think. I mean, it's an energy shotgun. It does hit hard, but I think it's seriously outclassed by the other energy weapons out there. I've seen people try to use the Delabra in PvP situations and take it into Stella, right? And some people have failed, not even leaving with the Delabra, man, because they get killed. Yeah, because this thing, you gotta land the shots with this thing. Imagine shooting it on a faster moving target like a Raider. When you got a big tank like that, easy. So I'm just doing what I like to do with these big arc. I just like to cripple them. Cripple them, shoot off their legs, and I do the overall damage to the health pool by doing so, right? Boom, there you go. There's one leg off. Cripple, and I can do more damage to the next leg. Oh, reload. There we go. Oh shoot. Yeah, man. I think I really only took the Delabra out just to sort of showcase it here. I won't be really using it at all during a close scrutiny or any other Queen or Matriarch event. I'll probably either take a Hull Cracker or a Jupiter. Those are the guns that I use specifically for those events. Yeah, this thing's about to die. Yeah, crippling it helps a lot. You got another Raider thing that's shooting it with an anvil with a splitter. He's shooting in the back while he tries to focus on me as well. Yeah, he's turning around, boom. Knocked this leg out. Oh, it's dead. Wrecked it. Nice. I don't know, just me personally, I don't really like the Delabra too much. It's alright, but it's not something that I would go and use really. So, in conclusion, what do I think about everything that I had discussed? Well, I mean, people play how they like, you know. People, you know, will find the good and the bad in the different, you know, in the different instruments that you could use, you know, when you're fighting Ark or other players, right? We all have our favorites. We all have our weapons that we don't like, that we normally don't even use at all. But all I really say, what it boils down to is, you know, just, you know, we just play this game to have fun and mix it up once in a while, I guess, you know, to make things interesting. Anyways, if you've been watching the whole video, I appreciate. Please comment, subscribe, and, you know, drop a like. And I'll see you out there, topside. Peace out, Raiders.